Welcome to the Advanced Edentulous Scan series. This curriculum is designed for clinicians aiming to master the complexities of full-arch direct digitization. In this session, we will dissect the scanning strategies required to achieve a high-performance clinical experience and a reliable digital representation of the edentulous arch. To master the protocol, we must first address two fundamental questions. What truly constitutes a scanning strategy? And more importantly, which specific strategy allows for the predictable and repeatable capture of the residual ridge in a clinical environment? At its most basic level, a scanning strategy is defined as a specific pattern of movements executed in a logical sequence over the anatomy. However, for the high-profile clinician, this definition is insufficient. It describes the what, but fails to capture the why of the biomechanical process. A specialized strategy is the enabler of accuracy. In edentulous patients where traditional landmarks are absent, the strategy is what makes direct digitization possible. Following the validation of Lo Russo et al., 2020, we know that adhering to a specific protocol is what allows us to reach a micrometric accuracy level of 20 to 30 microns. To understand the impact of strategy, we must look beyond the standard dual-component model of intraoral technology, which typically focuses only on the hardware capturing images and the software building the 3D object. This conventional view is missing the most critical factor in the digital workflow, your hand. The operator is the active interface that determines the success of the technological components. Your hand acts as the governor of image influx. By moving and holding the scanner, you are managing the feeding of data into the software. This control over the influx is the very essence of a professional scanning strategy. You are not just moving a tool, you are regulating the digital reconstruction of the ridge. Consider the physics of the scan. If the scanner tip remains static, the influx stops. The software receives the same data repeatedly, leaving the algorithm with nothing to stitch together. Without movement, the 3D object cannot be realized. Conversely, erratic or excessively rapid movements create a chaotic influx. This places an unsustainable computational demand on the software, often leading to lost positions or significant dimensional inaccuracies. In edentulous cases, unordered movement is the primary source of digital artifacts. Therefore, the goal of our protocol is optimization. A tidy, rhythmic movement sequence synchronizes the image influx with the software's stitching capacity. This creates a fluent, seamless transition from 2D data to a high-fidelity 3D model, ensuring that the final digitization is both reliable and clinically predictable. We must recognize that the hand is the biological governor of the digital influx. If the software is to succeed, the operator's movements must be intentional. Consequently, the scanning strategy is not merely a path. It is the active modulation of image capture through the physical control of the scanner. This perspective redefines the scanning strategy for the modern clinician. It is no longer a